The Lord spoke with me way back in 2004 about the volcano, the mountain that is in Iceland, and that mountain would be covered by ice, very cold ice. And the Lord led me to give the prophecy way back in 2004 on the coming of this tremendous explosion and eruption of that volcano in Iceland. And in that conversation with the Lord was emphasizing the fact that this would be one of the landmarks that would mark the dispensation we are in now, right before the coming of the Messiah. In that mighty conversation with Jehovah, you see that the Lord spoke with me about the details of the explosion and how the mountain would explode up with rocks being thrown up and lightning. And then what amazes in that prophecy is the fine details that the Lord released that we eventually saw this year, 2010, when that prophecy came to pass. But most importantly, the Lord said there would be pillars of smoke, columns of smoke. Put it another way, billows of smoke. And you see that the Lord, when He spoke at that time, way back in 2004, He said there would be two types of billows of smoke. He said the first type would be the white smoke, and the second type would be the black smoke. And you see me describing in that vision how the rocks would be thrown up, ejected into the sky by the enormity of the force that causes the volcanic eruption. And it's absolutely amazing and very stunning that you see in that prophecy, I'm describing how the columns of smoke would eventually go above the earth and fuse. And it is tremendous how the Lord causes me to describe that dust-like particles would eventually cover the surface of the earth. That when this happens, the dust-like particles that would come down would be glittering and shiny. In other words, the Lord was talking about the glass, the small pieces of formed glass that would be contained in the volcano ash.
The Father showed me one of the wonders on earth, one of the mountains, and volcanic mountains are going to erupt. I have seen them. When He showed me the mountain that was throwing out big white stones, and in that mighty vision, He put me inside the vision, and the stones were coming, and they were kind of exploding out from the mountain after the earthquake. And in the vision, when He put me there, I even went close to touching the stones, and they looked like big pieces of ice, saying, they look like huge pieces of ice, white, so perfect, so white. And He says, that's one of the wonders on earth. The Father showed me particles on the western side of the earth. They came up like dust particles. They were flaming, they were glowing, and they came up and covered the whole earth. He showed me billows of smoke, and I've seen in this direction here, saints, in this direction here, on the western side of the earth, 2 billows of dark smoke. They come from the ground and they fuse up in the air and they cover the 4 corners of the land. And in that vision, I was in there and there was nowhere to even run to. I tried to run, I could not run. The pillar, the vertical pillar of white smoke, it's a column of smoke, white smoke. The Father showed me that in a mighty vision, and I've seen a big mountain near there on the western side of the earth. And then at the same time, there will be a white column of smoke coming from the earth, almost touching heaven. The reason the Lord is bringing this very big event to take place, so He's looking for our attention. The voice of the Father told me, tell these people to repent. The King is coming back. The Lord is coming back.